I guess it all kind of started because I had this pretty weird dream a little while ago. It was pretty clear. It was set in a park, and I just remember it being really cold. And, my cousins were there. There were a lot of moose around, I remember, which is pretty weird. And I had this encounter with Melania Trump, yeah. And she was just saying the most random things, like, I don't think I'm ready to move to the big city, and wow, what's your favorite fruit? Things like that. And, I had kind of forgotten about her at that point, so I was really just curious to know, like, what was going on in her head, because I knew that whatever she was saying, nobody was really listening. So, I don't know. I felt like I needed to get to her. And as weird as it sounds, I guess, like, live her life. Which seems pretty terrible, to be honest. But the next morning I woke up and the day seemed pretty normal, but I just kept seeing her everywhere. Like, I was hallucinating. It was just pretty weird. Oh my god. Didn't really know what to do with it, didn't know what to make of it. So I decided to make a plan to find a way to get close enough to her that I could try to steal her identity. So, I thought that maybe I should become just famous enough for something that not a lot of people get, like, really famous for. So something like the banjo. Well, nowadays not many people do, but I thought maybe if I could become famous enough to get into sort of her vicinity, I'd be able to brainwash her somehow. So, I was taking a look around my room and I saw a banjo and I thought maybe that could work. So I went on YouTube, tried to search some stuff, and yeah, so I ended up learning the banjo on YouTube, tried to master it. I started getting, relatively famous with it. I started doing shows and, like, bigger shows and stuff. So I was trying to find a way to play at the White House, at those godforsaken dinners they have. So, I started sending a couple emails. It wasn't that easy, though. I had to get a lot of background checks and stuff. And, eventually, after a couple months of trying to wriggle my way in there, I sort of won their trust, and they let me in, they let me do these shows. And apparently I presented it so well that they let me come back. And eventually, like, we became friends over there. As much as I was against everything going on there, like, it was part of the plan. So I started getting closer to Melania because we would go out and we would go on these walks in this weird, like, backfield near the White House, and we would just sort of talk, and she, wasn't really opening up at first. But eventually, I managed to become the only person who would really listen to her. So eventually, she did open up. And it was pretty groundbreaking when it happened. Because you know, eventually she was just saying how she didn't really want to be in this position anymore. So I had the idea, you know what? Why don't we switch places? They don't really look at you in the eye over there. They won't notice that you're gone and that it's me. So, yeah, we switched clothing. Switched, you know, personalities, I guess, in a way.
When the rain is blowing in your face and the world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear and there's no one there to dry your tears,
You know, they charge me for identity theft and stuff because they don't know where Melania is right now. I don't know where she is. She just took off. But, you know.
I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong.
I don't really know how else to say it, but I guess you could say I succeeded. That was a mission. So I basically just lived my whole life up to figuring this out. But you know.
I would go hungry, I'd go black and blue.
My parents thought I was away at college.
I'd go crawling.
I don't know what they thought they were paying for.
No, there's nothing I wouldn't do to make you feel my love.